storied venues in college football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. High noon is here, and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So Notre Dame's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hokies offense will have the football first. And there we see Bill Davis. This guy's seen just about everything in his career, a veteran presence that they believe is going to be a force in this offense. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Turning it on. They make the stop and a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Rush is on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Got some green grass. Maybe some room here. He's got enough. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
And the Hokies look to keep this drive humming. He'll do it himself. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Hokies are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Notre Dame's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And when you have a corner of this caliber, it gives the defense so many options in the way they can attack. We'll see what they're able to do with this guy. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Straight ahead, it's Mobley. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Finds a crease, it's Mobley. All over him immediately. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Out wide right, it's Mobley. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Lets it fly. Finds a man in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Dropping back, it's Carr. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. 2nd and long here. Looking to throw again. Finds his tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Running inside, it's Mobley. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Left side is Porter. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting pool and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national.
Beck's going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Quarterback keep. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Who says option football is dead now in college football? How about that in the opening drive of the game, taking advantage of the athleticism you have at quarterback, and they're able to get a touchdown off of it early here, Dave.
And it's just so frustrating because defensively it makes you play so slow. Like, it literally becomes basketball. It's man-to-man. I got the quarterback. I got the pitch. Makes defenses slow down. Let's see how they adjust after this first drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Off play action on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Right side, it's Denmark. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Look out. They were trying to work the outside there. He played it perfectly, almost got the pick. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. On the move, it's Mobley. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Here comes the offense on second down. Right back to it. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Here's Carr to throw. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. The Irish send out the punt unit. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, jet.
Makes the catch. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Play action, C.J. Carr. Out wide right, it's Porter. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll move the wide receiver. Play action on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end now in motion. He's there to make the stop. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Wide receiver going in motion. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Smashes it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? The fake and wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for a crease. It's Dalton. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Carr on play action. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
You know, sometimes as a quarterback, guys, you just need a new environment. You need a change of scenery. And this was a highly recruited guy. Didn't quite work out for him at his last destination. So now here he is, and he's not playing in a Power 4 conference by any stretch, but he feels like with this coaching staff, he's a better fit in this system, and he thinks he's going to have a big year.
And this is something we don't talk about as much, man. There's a lot of talent that also comes down now. So there's talent going up, yes, to new places, but these are really talented kids that don't necessarily get to start, but he's got obviously the name. He's got some ability, some skill. Interested to see him, new coaching staff, new environment, new start, to see if we see the best version of him.
Caught. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside. It's Mobley. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Handoff again. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Right side, it's Mobley. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 25-yard line, and now they have a decision to make on 4th down. On the option. Now the toss. Shakes off the defender. Just dismissing tackles. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown! Fighting Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Gets open down the middle. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The play fake. Fires to the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Back to throw, it's Baker. Extending the play. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first.
You have got to have...
Oh, it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with the turnover.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Play fake, Carr. Nearly intercepted. Long way to go on second down. Throwing, Carr. Out wide right, it's Porter. Notre Dame lines up quickly. From the gun on third down, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rush right in his face. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Well, he did a good job to get the foot down inbounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a first down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary, just a toe tap and get 1 yard. You got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers the football closer to the middle of the field.
They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Timeout called by Virginia Tech. That's their 3rd and final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Here comes the heat. Turns it upfield.
As the offense, you want to get the ball to your playmakers and let them make a decision, let them make a guy miss, but not with that kind of defense. They were all over it right away. No third down conversion for you.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quick give. It's Mobley. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's the Cowboys looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Now back to your game in South Bend. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Carr finds his big tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. From the gun, it's Mobley. Uh-oh, look out. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The give is to Williams. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll give it to him again. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. The run inside. It's Mobley. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Keeps it himself. Got a little grass. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his big tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They're going to run it. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Trying to surge it in. He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this deep. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
That is exactly what the defense was hoping for. Down close to the end zone, they bring the all-out blitz. They've got numbers, they've got people shooting gaps, and they didn't give the offense a second to even think. They were swarmed and surrounded, getting that safety.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. On the return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. It's dropped after taking the hit. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. fires to the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Motion from the back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. And here comes the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in the field.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the air, it's Baker. Out wide left, it's Craver. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. They kick it away on 4th down. Trying to get started. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. They're all over him. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Irish send out the punt unit. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Quick spin on the run. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a 1st down. Sells the run, looking to pass. Right side, it's Davis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Straight ahead, it's Dalton. Stopped right there. 3rd and long coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And the Hokies decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Dragged down. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Mobley. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Moving the pocket, it's Baker. Oh, pressure's coming. Fires on the move. Out wide right, it's Davis. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. 2nd and long here. Running inside. It's Dalton. Taken down. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gilbert. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On the move, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Moves the pocket. It's Baker. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Right side, it's Brown. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Fresh setter down's going to the air. Left side is Dalton. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down to the air. Under pressure. Quarterback gets enough. Still running at the 40. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. The Hokies have this offense rolling. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Second down, gonna throw it. Setting up the screen. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rush is on. Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Oh, it gives him the tough, stiff arm.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried, unfortunately.
Makes a grab and room to run. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Just smothered on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Gets the back moving. Throwing. Carr. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Sets his feet. It's Carr. Out wide left, it's Gilbert. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
Deep in the end zone, it's Heath. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Long way to go on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Keeping his eyes downfield. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. From the red zone, it's Mobley. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.